Hey guys, do you want to know something cool? Like, I have the camera here, and then we're just gonna take one picture, and there's no sound, and I just took a picture. How cool isn't that? Roll the time lapse. Oh. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. And in today's video I want to talk about two cameras. This one, the Sony A6300, and the Sony A6000, which I am filming with. But it's specifically going to be about this. So for the last 1.5 years I have been shooting and filming with the Sony A6000, and it's fair to say I have been pleased. Great colors, 60 frames per second, full HD, and an amazing autofocus compared to my Nikon camera. Now, recently I decided to upgrade. 2 days ago I was able to get my hands on this beauty. The reason for that is I wanted an upgrade, obviously. But before I'm gonna tell you why I decided to upgrade, I'm gonna tell you the key aspects between the Sony A6300 and the Sony A6000. The first difference you're gonna notice is probably the 4K, and of course, the number. But inside the camera, tons of things have changed. First of all, you have the autofocus. Instead of having 179 AF points, which are in the Sony A6000, you now have 425 AF points, which is a huge upgrade. Secondly, it's 120 frames per second compared to 60 frames per second. So I always wanted 120 frames per second for a long time now, because I really like to do slow motion. And 60 frames per second isn't really... I mean, it's working good. I made the video from Lofoten in 60 frames per second and then slowed it down to slow motion. It worked. It's kind of like slow motion, and after I finished making that video I thought, do I really need 120 frames per second? No, you don't really need it, but I wanted it and I know I can use it. Definitely. So that's also one of the reasons. One thing I didn't know about the camera, because I did tons of research around it. Obviously I didn't do enough, but it has silent shooting, and I thought that only came with the Sony A6500. So I was a bit surprised it actually in this camera. So as you saw in the beginning of the video, I was taking a picture, there was no sound, and yeah, I think that's going to be beneficial. More differences for the camera: it actually has a mic input, this red circle here, and that's something I have been missing. Another thing is the size of the camera. They're basically identical. The only thing that's noticeable difference on the cameras are this button. This one here, the switch. That's not on the A6000, but I'm not really sure if you need it on this camera or not, but I mean, it's there, so. Better dynamic range, slightly better. Better ISO, slightly better, but overall, this camera is a huge upgrade from the A6000, and I'm happy to do so. Now, I only bought the house with this one, and I bought the 18-105mm instead of the kit lens, because I have this one instead. It's a fixed aperture f4 all the way. I'm gonna do another video of the lens, but as I said, I've only had this camera for like 2 days. And my first impressions are basically, if you want to buy the A6300 in 2018, yeah, I would recommend it, especially with this lens. It's a fantastic combo. I only made one video with it, but the video capabilities and the OSS in this lens is amazing compared to the kit lens on the A6000. And I mean, it's a pretty cheap budget camera as well. You get it for like, with this combo, with the lens and the camera, you get it for like, at Wax Photo, you get it for £1,200, and the body alone you get it for like £800–900, and the lens itself is $500. So I'm probably gonna make another video as time goes and I get to know this camera and lens better. But yeah, it was originally the camera I wanted to buy last year. I just couldn't afford it, so I went with the A6000 because I wanted to start filming. And I mean, yes, if you want to buy a camera this year in 2018, and you are debating whether to get the Sony A6000 or the Sony A6300, there's without doubt that the A6300 is better. I mean, it has more focus points, 4K, 100 frames per second, silent shooting, better dynamic range, better ISO, microphone input, which might be a breaking case for you, but if you're only gonna do still photography, this Sony A6000 is more than enough for you, honestly. I'm gonna do more video than photography with the camera, so that's why I went with the A6300. I mean, the A6000 has been doing good for me. All the videos on my channel has been made with the A6000, and I am really happy and satisfied with the camera. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope it kind of cleared a bit on like the A6300 and the A6000. I mean, the differences are there, but if you can't decide and you're only going to do still photography, A6000 is the answer. If you're going to do more video than still photography, the A6300 is the answer. But if you can't afford the A6300, the A6000 is without doubt an outstanding camera for the price. It's around like 400-500 bucks with the kit lens, so it's pretty cheap. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, you can choose to subscribe or not subscribe. Anyway, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.